When we open up Adobe Animate CC, we're going to see a bunch of new file types. We're going to be using ActionScript 3.0. It's a general use file for Animate. Once we click on the new file type, there's a few options. We should always save our file before doing anything. So we're going to go up. You can tell right up here that this file's name is Untitled1. If we leave all of our files labeled Untitled1, the next one will be Untitled2. So we need to name this something. So whatever project or activity we're working on, you're going to want to put that and your name. How we can save this, we're going to go up to the menu bar, click on File, and then Save As. Now, when we're saving, you're going to need to use the column on the left here and decide the location of where you want to save. The desktop is a great place to save your files. This way you'll know where those files are at. So we're going to click on Desktop, and we're going to give this a meaningful name. So whatever project or activity we're working on, and then your name. Then hit Save. Now the layout here. When we're looking at Animate, there's a lot of different tools and options available to us. On the right hand side, we're going to see our tools and lots of different properties. We have little tabs here where we can collapse things. If you have yours opened up here, we only really need just properties available right here for right now. The toolbar, we can also expand by clicking on the little column right here and moving left or right. Double toolbar is pretty handy. There's also some icons here. If you're used to Illustrator, you're going to see some different options like swatches and colors. And then there's some transform and alignment things that we covered as well. We can also see things like info and some other transformation options, but all of these icons we can click and unclick and hide. We can also click on these icons, drag them out, open them up as well using the little triangle icons, and we can also move them back and set them. We can rearrange these icons as much as we want, but for the most part, the essentials, the default is fine. On the very bottom here, you're going to see our timeline. Now, our timeline is going to contain every single frame in our animation. So over here, we are currently on the first frame of our animation. If I'm moving our playhead, I can change it to different frames along our animation. Right now we don't have anything, but we'll be using this very heavily once we start animating. Right up here, this is called our stage. It's going to be what's on our frames, so our content or whatever we're going to be animating. Top right hand corner, we have our workspace essentials. These workspaces, there's some preset ones that you can look at, but for the most part we're going to be using essentials. If you end up moving icons around and deleting them, you can always go up here and then hit Reset Essentials and then hit Yes, and it will change your layout back to what it originally was.